Okay, so today we're going to go over how to set up a portfolio and essentially like a watch list. So over here is my Robinhood account, and this is the ETF watch portfolio that I have going right now. I'm just going to scroll down a little bit so you guys can see some of the ETFs that I'm watching. And ETF stands for Exchange Traded Funds. So these are a couple of the different ones. So now we're going to just go over to SeekingAlpha to set up our portfolio. So click here and create new portfolio. We will name it ETFs. Create portfolio. Okay, now we just need to add our symbols from our Robinhood account, or symbols that you're interested in watching. So some of the ones that I have already, let's do this real quick. Symbol. So enter symbols here. See, and as you entering your symbols, the different ones with that ticker will come up, and you can click here too. But since we already have them in front of us, we'll just go ahead and continue typing them in. All right, so we'll just stop right there. Oh, one more. Okay, and we'll hit done. Alright, so now that we have our tickers in here, as you can see, they're there. And this row essentially tells you different information regarding the company or the ETF or stocks, whatever you're watching. So you can just pick them here. So it gives you upgrade, downgrades, after hours, what's going on, the momentum, the RSI we talked about in our other video. But essentially what we do is during the day or during the week, you can look and sort it by what price change, the change in percentage. So a lot of people ask, okay, well, how do you look at your stocks and things that you pick? Well, one of the simplest ways that I do is one of the few checks is I look at the percentage change, and then I see which had the biggest percentage change. So like this one, it was a change of 15% as of close on this Friday, right? And then you can see, okay, which one had the opposite end of that and which had a positive effect, right? You can scroll down, you can see some different information. But I usually see which had the biggest change in that day of more than 5%, right? And then we got to see, okay, why did it have such a wide move upwards or downwards, right? So we'll look at this one real quick just so you can see an example. BRZU, that had a change of 15% or close to 16%. But during the day, I think it actually went down more than that. And I had alerts set up to notify me of things that have a significant big change. So this one, I believe it went down like 22%. And then we can click this particular ticker and we can see what news or why it may have done that. Okay, so you can see there's a dramatic drop off right here. We can switch it to one day. So yeah, on Friday it had a dramatic drop, but we'll scroll down a little bit so you can see the news. Okay, Brazil plunges after departure of 2 top government officials. So that was the catalyst of why this particular ETF went down. But then we do some more deep dive and some more digging to see, okay, was that significant? Was it an overreaction? Was the RSI below 30? You know, just to see exactly what's our best entry point. So now we're going to go ahead and go over to our bar chart. Okay, so now that we're at our bar chart, we're just adding them to our watch list, our ETF watch list. So I took the liberty and just went ahead and typed them in. We're going to click the add button to add them to our list. Okay, so now we have them all here, right? The ones that we typed in on the other screen. We have them all here, and you can sort this by symbol, by name. And this essentially gives you the name of the ticker and what it actually does, what it's following, right? So this one is following the Brazil, what's going on over there. This one is following the natural gas, right? These are inverse ETNs. Let's see. This one is watching the financial bull. So these are some of the things that I look at, right? And FAZ. So this one basically is an indication. When it says bear, you think the market's going down. When it says bull, you think it's going to go up, and it gives you 3 times the exposure. Here's some general information, the headlines, the quotes, and everything. Now I think we're going to go over and look at our alerts, how to set up alerts on our portfolio, our watch list. But before we go to our alerts, you can see that you can sort it based off the percentage change that we were looking at. Right, so which ones had the biggest change, that'll be on our radar. Which ones had moderate changes, that may be next what we're looking at. So our next step is how to set an alert, right? You just scroll over here, click the little button, add alert, right? So what I'm looking for, being that this is a weekend right now, what I'm looking for come next week is if the price of this underlying ticker symbol goes to, let's say, 40. Okay, so we'll come here, price volume. So whenever the last price is less than, so right now it's at 45.88. So we may enter this position if it goes to 40. Okay, as a hypothetical, we'll save that condition, and then what'll happen is during the market time, when let's say this dropped below 40, I'll get alerted that this particular stock or ticker dropped below 40, and then that can be my indication to when I may enter, right? Obviously, if it goes below 40, this negative percentage will actually go up. So it'll be negative, whatever it may be. But for that day, it's going to show as a clear balance, and then it'll have a new negative. So, but collectively, you know that since Friday, it went down 15%, and if it goes down another 15% or 10%, collectively that was 30% over that 2 days, right? And then we may jump in there, let it ride back up to 20%, and get out. Okay. And in the tools section over here on the left side, you can set different parameters, right? You can check out your portfolio summary, what type of screeners, what type of charts that you have. You can have your watch list sent to you at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, right? So these are things that I have already set up and what I'd be looking for. Okay, we're going to continue just with that theme. Let's just click on this one to see what happens next. Okay, this takes me to another window, and then I get to see some additional information regarding that particular ticker. And let's scroll down. You get to see some price performance, some extra stuff, but let's just go with the theme of the chart that we was looking at. Okay, so we're going to click this chart, and these are some of the things that I'm looking for regarding this particular ticker symbol once the market opens back open. All right, so right now this chart is quickly set up on the 1 day chart on the 5-minute increments. Okay, I have templates already set up. So I can click my 15-minute chart, and we can select the course, right, over 5 days. Okay, we'll take off some stuff to make the chart look cleaner. All right, so here we go. So the light blue line, that's our 20-day moving average. The dark blue line, that's our 50-day moving average. And remember what we said on the other video is essentially if the price of the stock or ticker is underneath that short-term range, that blue, right, those are normally sell indicators, right? And then once it goes above it, those are normally buy indications. So as you can see right here, Friday, this was underneath both lines, so that was a negative indication, which means to sell, right? So that's what a lot of people did. They sold. Okay, but then we look back down here under our RSI, and you can see the RSI is at this point was 1609, right? 25 right here, so it was under the 30, and then it should be moving back up. So if this drops some more Monday morning, that could be a good indication for me to jump in and jump out. you guys would know how I did on future videos if I do execute that particular trade. And normally with my trading is normally before 8 o'clock. So stock market open pre-market at 6 a.m. and regular market opens at 6:30, and then we like to get in and get out, make it quick. Okay, so let's jump back over to our SeekingAlpha portfolio. Okay, from here we're gonna show you how to manage your alerts. So you just click here, manage alerts, right? So then that way you don't have a bombardment of different news and content. Okay, so click details. If you want to get rid of a particular ticker or symbol, just close it out. Notifications, if you want emails to come, or if you want to get notified on your mobile, or you want both, just click on both, right? Then we come over here to content, right? So that was delivery. This is the content. Now, what type of content are you looking for? Are you looking for articles? Are you looking for news? Are you looking for filings? Different things. Then let's say that you were not really interested in getting alerts from this particular ticker. You could take them all off. Okay. Then for this one that we were looking at, well, I want everything because I want the first indication of significant news. So in summary, that is how we set up our portfolios in our watch list. Now, from my perspective, I use SeekingAlpha for news and related events. They do give you good information too regarding the company's information, and normally in something easy to read like a ratings upgrade or downgrade. So in summary, we use our SeekingAlpha for news and related events that you want to have emailed or alerted to on your phone, and then we use our Barchart for technicals and fundamentals, right, of things that you may be interested in. All right, that's our video for today, how to set up a portfolio and get alerted to, so then that way you can make your stock executions, right? And what I like to do is I like to have these alerts set up or indications on when's a good buy opportunity, when's a good sell opportunity, so that way I don't have to keep my eye on the stock market every single day, right? You can, or every single hour, every single minute. You could just set these things up to alert you to your specific trading time frame. So if you want to just set it up to only alert you before 8 a.m. and then things to alert you towards the end of the day, like an end of the day summary report, you can set that up as well too. But I normally like to have my stuff just come in early in the morning, right? So then I can quickly make a decision on what I'm going to do for that particular day. Either I'm going to get in a position or get out of position real quick and make my profit. All right, have a good one.